The American photojournalist Jemal Countess has blamed the Guardian newspaper for misuse and repurpose of his photographs taken from the Sekota refugee camp in Amhara region to support the TPLF's merits.
Ethically speaking, you're supposed to use the photo in context and include the caption, or at least make mention of the caption or the context of the photo. They basically ignored everything. They ignored everything. And the caption is 5 sentences. And the photo specifically says displaced women, plural, from Wag Hemra, right? Mm-hmm. And they're sitting in a shelter in Sekota, right? And then it states why they're in this IDP camp, because the TPLF is still occupying their homes.
The Guardian had used one of the photographs captured by Countess in Sekota, the Amhara regional state in Ethiopia, to illustrate an alleged ethnic cleansing story in Tigray region and based on Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch that the Ethiopian government categorically rejected. The photograph was taken by the American photojournalist in March 30, 2022 and portrayed a group of internally displaced women from the Wag Hemra zone sitting together in a shelter at the Maybet Haila IDP camp. Approached by Ina, Countess said the Guardian misrepresented the location and time of the photograph at the Sekota refugee camp for Amhara fleeing TPLF when he had taken it during his visit in the area. By changing the photo caption in its recent publication, he pointed out that this media outlet used the photo as a joint report for Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch. According to him, the changes to the caption in recent publications are dishonest.
It happens so frequently with the Guardian that you've kind of lost. I don't know how to say it without really, putting the publication down, so to speak. But I mean, it does cast its credibility and its ethical standards into doubt.
The journalists note that this happens so frequently with the Guardian that it is just kind of lost. I don't know how to say it without really, the publication down, so to speak. But I mean, it does cast its credibility and its ethical standards into doubt. He stated that this media sticks a photo onto an article that favors Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International's report.
I do this, I play by the book. I was taught by the book. I've been doing this by the book for a couple decades now. And for them to do this, there's two possibilities, It's either sheer laziness, like somebody was just rushing to stick a photo onto an article that favors Human Rights Watch and Amnesty's report, or it basically is a stab at, the suffering of the people in the photo. It's kind of a big middle finger to everybody else, because, and this is just the other aspect of it, it's just like they are basically working with the TPLF, may have a couple of staff members that are affiliated with the TPLF. They're definitely a part of the TPLF network. Everybody is playing this game of it's so hard for journalists to get into Ethiopia. And I just watched 3 journalists from 3 different outlets go into Ethiopia and work. 2 of them are still there, and it's like, it's that lie is something that needs to be broken. It's not hard for journalists to get into Ethiopia. It's not.
The photo misused and repurposed to support the TPLF merits has to really look at the fact that this network that TPLF leaders built, owned and ran the media operations of the whole time when they were in power, Countess underscored.